This isn't a video I really wanted to make because I do have to be vulnerable to get this message across, and it's for those people who are ashamed, or they feel guilty in what they do, and like whatever lifestyle choices or habits that they have already in their life, that they feel like they can't really change from whatever they know that is wrong, that they shouldn't be doing, but they feel like they're stuck in whatever it is. I guess some background on me is that I've always been addicted to pornography, right? So when I was young, I got exposed to it at a very young age. I got exposed to it like when I was probably like 8 or 9. The thing is that I grew up in a family that was pretty strict and looked over us a lot, but I guess I used pornography as a way to, like, this was obviously like later years, I would use it as a way to like escape from whatever I was dealing with in my life, right? It was something I would use to alleviate my stress, but because I knew it was wrong, I kept it a secret. I kept it a secret from my family and a lot of my friends as well. It wasn't really something that people saw in me that I struggled with, but I obviously did struggle with it because I would do it like secretly behind closed doors. This led me to try to find fulfillment in things that God tells us not to find fulfillment in, like in other people, right? In fornication, and just talking to people, sharing what God meant to be very intimate for me, sharing that stuff with people that I barely knew or people I didn't really know at all, right? This type of stuff gave me a feeling of like false fulfillment because I liked the way it felt. It felt pleasurable. It felt like the stress that I had for a moment was gone, right? You feel kind of good while you're doing it, but after the act is when you start feeling shame and guilt. But it's like a cycle. All that's just like a warped perspective of what God really has for us, because that feeling of wanting to be wanted, God gives you that because he wants you. Like the love that he has for you is a love that's like, he wants you to be his son or daughter, like be his child and have that relationship with him. It's a wanting, it's a longing for oneself. So yeah, like I would feel a lot of shame, and like, man, people wouldn't understand me if they would get to know like this part of me, right? So that's why I kept it a secret. I mean, a lot of people don't keep it a secret. A lot of people, maybe they make that part of themselves, right? So whenever they're faced with stopping it, or like whenever they're faced with correcting themselves, they feel like they can't. Because I also felt this way, because it feels like it's a part of you, right? Like it's something that you've been doing secretly, so it kind of becomes like a part of you, right? Yeah, and the reason I'm sharing all this is to bring awareness to it, actually, to bring awareness to it for a lot of people. If you're going through this sinful having sinful habits or addictions, then I want to bring awareness to it. Also, if you're maybe a parent or someone who has or is like taking care of someone, to look over them, because it really affects whatever you consume when you're small, when you're like in that age where you're growing. Whatever you consume then is like really what molds you and shapes you like in your future. And also I want to bring hope to people who are going through it, because it doesn't matter how far gone you think you are or how messed up you think you are and that you can't be fixed. It does not matter, because that's not true. And like feelings are real. Like you feel things, right? You can feel like shame, you can feel guilt, you can feel like it'll never change. Feelings don't dictate what the truth is, and the truth is that God is there for you, and that he's always been there for you, even while you were doing the sin that's been like getting you in that depressed, hopeless feeling. Like he's always been there for you. So going to him is the first step and thing that you should do wherever you are. or however far gone you think you are. That's the first thing you should do, is go to him. Don't get clean before you get into the shower. Like, for real, like you go into the shower to get clean. And God, he's not this dictator or a king or like this prison guard that's gonna convict you and condemn you. No, he's there to clean you. He's there to wash your feet. He's there to love on you and to change you into someone who you would never expect to be, but it's gonna be the best version of yourself. And like, take this from me, right? Who I thought I was in that position. I was like, yeah, there's no way I could ever, like, this is who I am. I was thinking I'm always gonna be alone because of this habit and addiction that I have. So, like, I thought that I could never have a real good relationship with someone because my mind was so warped in thinking that it's only for satisfaction and pleasure that you have a relationship with someone. And all that's just a lie. Like, the enemy's gonna lie to you all the time. But that's why it's so important to know the truth. And the truth is that God loves you so much that he died for you so he could be with you forever, and so you could be with him forever and grow and love on other people, right? So yeah, it's important to know that, especially when you're going through times where it feels hopeless and depressing. God is always right there. He's always a call away, for real. You gotta call out to him, and you gotta actually want to change. So yeah, God bless.